I would like to welcome everybody and call to order the County Commission meeting February the 6th of 2023. I will call it to order. Ellen, will you please call roll?
Commissioner Samet.
Here.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Here.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Here.
Commissioner Townsend.
Here.
I asked Bill the first time when he lead us in the pledge, please, a vet up there. So veterinarian, vet.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Barber. Thank you for your service. All right. We'll start out with the first thing on the agenda is to approve the minutes from January the 17th of 2023. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to pay claims amount of $2,714,534.59. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Do we have any conflicts of interest for anything coming in front of the commission today? Everybody's silent, so I'll take that as a no. We have no public hearings. Resolutions and orders. First one on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution setting a public hearing for March the 20th of 2023 to approve the modifications of an existing solid waste management site located at 16100 BFI Lane, Athens, Alabama 35611. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution approving the sale of approximately 2 acres located on Clyde Mabry Drive in the Athens and Limestone County Highway 31 part for the amount of $20,000 per acre. Furthermore, authorizing the chairman to execute any and all documents and instruments that may be necessary to complete the county's performance and closing of the sale of this property. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. To have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Contracts, agreements, and grants. I'll ask for a motion to approve an agreement to the lease of 3 copiers and the purchase of 1. The copiers are for the following departments. It'll be 2 for the copiers which are leased to the probate judge's office, and 2 copiers with 1 lease and 1 service agreement for the sheriff's office. Do I have such a motion to approve these copiers?
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve for a grant from the Federal Bureau of Justice Assistance in the amount of $2,064.40 for bulletproof vests for the Sheriff's Office. This is a 50-50 match grant, which will be paid through the Sheriff's Office budget, the other 50%. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to terminate Southern Health Partners contract pursuant to the procedures as stated in the contract. Do I have such a motion?
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next, under budget revisions, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 2 budget revisions listed below, one for EMA and the other one for the commission office, and as we discussed both of them in the work session. Do I have such a motion to approve these 2 budget revisions?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve the solid waste department's budget in the amount of $3,065,373. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll go Commissioner Gatlin on the second. Commissioner Gatlin seconded. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no emergency purchases. Board appointments, I'll ask for a motion to approve Bobby Jackson to the Limestone County Water and Sewer Authority Board. This is District 1's nomination. Mr. Sammett's effective March the 1st of 2023, and this is for a 6-year term. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr.
Motion
Chairman.
by Commissioner Sammet
Second.
and second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to reappoint Richard Robinson to the Water Authority Board, and that's effective March the 1st, 2023 also, and it's for a 6-year term, and this is District 4, Commissioner Townsend's nomination. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All right, award of bids, we've got several listed below, as we all discussed in the,
Mr. Chairman, you skipped some.
oh, I skipped some, got off my burn. I was looking back at the other one there.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I was putting them two together is what I was doing. I'll ask for a motion to approve, we're going to, as we discussed in the work session, to put these two together for the Jennifer White and Caroline Page to be reappointed to the NCA 310 effective, this be April 1st of 2023, and it's both for 6-year terms. I have a motion to approve these two appointments.
I make a motion.
Motion from Commissioner Barksdale to have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. All righty. Under award of bids, now I can get ahead of myself, can't I? So, we're ready now. So I need a motion to approve the bids as we discussed in the work session, as they all listed on the paper here below. Do I have such a motion to approve these bids?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with any one of the bids? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve financing through Bryant Bank in the amount of $2,875,177.88 at an interest rate of 3.22%. This is fixed for the purchase of 10 dump trucks and 2 lowboy tractors. And this is a 15-month term, interest and all paid in one lane payment. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale to have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve financing through Bryant Bank in the amount of $555,920.84 with an interest rate of 3.79%, fixed to purchase 3 garbage trucks, and this is for a 60-month term with annual payments. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion with this loan? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Personnel, policy, and staffing actions. First on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Angela Brown Baldwin as a superintendent for the Solid Waste Authority. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion with Angela? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Brad Carter as a facilities tech effective February the 6th, 2023. Do I have such a motion to approve him?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Kathy Robertson as a part-time van driver for the council and agent. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fourth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Tyler McBay as Equipment Operator 2 in District 3. This is pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. The next on here, I'll ask to approve to transfer Bryson Leopard from the corrections officer to a patrol deputy that's effective February the 6th, 2023. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All right, I'll go with the motion with Commissioner Townsend. I'll go with the second with Commissioner Barksdale. All right, any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Number 6, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Krista McCurry as a grants communications and legal specialist effective February the 21st of 2023. Do I have such a motion?
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Lord, everybody seconded it. I'll go with Commissioner Sammet. All right, Commissioner Sammet seconded. Any discussion? She needs a longer job title. You got enough duties there. All right, any more discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. 7 on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve the updated staffing plan to reflect the job positions and departments as previously approved by the commission. Do I have such a motion?
Make the motion.
Second.
All right, we're going with Commissioner Gatlin for the motion, second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve the merit increases plus the one that we discussed in the work session that was added. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. I have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Anybody got any discussion with anybody on the list? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. At this point, I'll turn it over and let the engineer talk a little while.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We've got a few subdivisions for your consideration today. With Kennedy Estates, replat track 4 and 5, and Cannon Estates, replat lot 5. This is a minor for preliminary and final. It's creating 2 lots out of the 3 mentioned in District 3. With Clement Heights, replat of lot 18. This is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 3 lots in District 4. We have Lentzville Ridge, this is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 4 lots in District 4. Florence Road subdivision, this is a replat of lots 45A, 46A, and 47A. This is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 4 lots in District 3. The Links at Southern Gales, this is a major for preliminary, creating 77 lots in District 1. And then Oakland Meadows subdivision, this is a replat of lot 15 of Block 3. This is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots in District 1. All I have for your consideration.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 6 subdivisions as submitted by our engineer, Mr. Massey. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with any one of them? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Other business, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 2 items as we discussed in the work session to sell on gov deals out of District 3. Have such a motion.
Make the motion. Okay.
Well, Gatlin, we'll go with Gatlin with the motion.
Oh,
We'll go
okay,
with
I didn't know he did.
Sackett with Barksdale.
There you go.
I know both of them spoke about the same time, so. There we go. Any more discussion? Got any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Our motion carries unanimously. We have no executive session today. Report of officers, Commissioner Sammet.
I don't have anything at this time, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you, sir. Commissioner Barksdale.
Thank you, sir. Mark and Drew and myself have been working with Huntsville on the paving of Dupree Worthy Road, and we had a resolution on that the other day, so I'm glad to get that behind us. Ennis Road continues to be underwater. I don't know if you've talked to anybody.
We are in regular communication. In fact, I've got a conversation with him scheduled for after the meeting.
Okay. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Barksdale. Commissioner Gallagher.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I know all of you spoke today on the subject of the asphalt plant. Thank you for being here. I certainly understand your concerns and your thoughts. I know I spoke to some of you earlier, had numerous phone calls this week about it. I do plan on speaking to the county's legal department this afternoon and to see what his thoughts and ideas are on it, and I guess kind of go from that point forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Gallagher. Commissioner Townsend.
I'd also like to thank everybody for coming about the asphalt plant, and we're gonna find out what we can do on that. I'm gonna talk to Drew and get with Derek and try to work with him. I think we're all gonna work together and see what we can do on that and go from there. So, and then also, Grigsby Ferry Road, we're gonna try to do some tile repair, I think this week, if weather, toward the end of the week, so it may be a little inconvenience down there. We're gonna try to move the road over so people can still travel it, so, that may be a little inconvenient, but we're gonna try to get that done in a couple of days and get the road reopened back the way it was. So we're just gonna have to move some tiles over and it'll be a little inconvenient, but if people just hang with us, we're gonna get that little problem fixed down there on Grigsby Ferry. So other than that, that's all I got.
Thank you, Mr. Townsend. First off, I want to thank everybody for coming in and speaking, and like I said, we're going to look through and see if we can talk about the situation, and I want to thank everybody for coming in, because, I mean, that's what makes it, come in and make comments helps us make decisions, so thank y'all. I got a few things on here. This is Career Tech Month. I want to thank, Career Tech Center for all they do. They build the workforce for the community. I mean, it's a great program, probably one of the public educations in the Limestone County's best things they have is the Career Tech program, and this is their month. I know we're going to do a proclamation for them, but I just want to recognize this is Career Tech Month. For Friday, the other night, we had a football game. We had the Eagles were making it to the playoffs, and we had a couple of local guys that's playing in that ball game. We turned the courthouse green in recognition of them. I want to wish them the best of luck in the Super Bowl. We got Quez Watkins and Reed Blankenship, both Limestone County natives that played for the Eagles, and I want to wish them the best of luck. And it's unusual to be a small town like we have to have two people playing in the Super Bowl from the same county. So want to recognize them. Terry Richardson in the farmers market, we had a press conference down there the other day. She's revitalizing the farmers market. Thank Terry for all she does. It's it's been there since 1986, needs some updating, and she's got several grants to work with it and all, and I want to thank her for all she does. Thank both of y'all gentlemen for reappointing to the boards, for the water boards. I want to thank Johnny Hatchett for what he's done for the Water Authority. Like I said, I worked there for several years, and they've done a great job, and I know the new guys will do a great job too. So, and I had somebody who had requested to me here a while back. Stephen Thomas had reached out to me about people putting up mailboxes. I know that's a small thing, but people putting. I know Tommy's a farmer. I know he can appreciate this. You put them up real close to the road, it's hard to get around them and everything. And a lot of people put up a mailbox. There is a DOT regulations on where to put a mailbox up, and not only for the protection of the people that's driving down the road, it's a protection for your mailbox. If you get it off the right of way a little, get it off to where it needs to be, it'll be a whole lot less near hitting. And plus, I know when you put it right there, and if the doors flop down across the white line, somebody takes the mirror off on it or something. So if you put up a mailbox, look up the DOT standards there and try to put your mailbox up for the protection of your mailbox for that too. Just want to thank everybody for being here today, and we will adjourn until Tuesday, February the 21st. Clinton Street Courthouse for Annex right here where we're at 9 a.m. because Monday will be a holiday. Thanks everybody for coming.